Hello boys and girls. So I've got a little bit of an update for you in the NickeRMel world. So a couple of things have happened. Obviously you heard of the first one about a certain project that's now taken down. And then if you've been on Facebook you may have heard that one of my hard drives with all the raw footage of this particular camera has just decided to go kaput. So currently I have lost all the raw footage from about 2012 to now, aside from what's on this camera. Thankfully all of the infiltration footage was still on the camera, so infiltration's saved. We've still got work prints of the businessman and the object legacy on the other hard drive saved, so hopefully I can still save them. So the businessman should still be coming out soon, hopefully after infiltration. Infiltration has been delayed ever so slightly because I may have got one or two people back to do some audio cameos. You'll just have to wait and see. I'm not saying. And oh, I've forgotten to play my background video. See, this is unprepared I am. And you can tell that I am doing this in the living room with the family. So yeah, I just wanted to have a general chit chat with you guys, just to talk about the state of where we are, what's going on, and that sort of thing. This is very on the cuff for me. This is why we're calling it NickeRMel Update October/November, because I just want to go about where we've been going on. Obviously I wanted to release Infiltration for Halloween because, you know, it's going after vampires and it was a very kind of horror vibe thing. As you can see, the businessman was originally, well, it first had its like limited premiere before we decided to do reshoots in November 2014. And that's when we finished principal photography about a month before, and then we had like a mini premiere. So I thought it'd be nice to have it November for the proper businessman when it gets released online. That's the plan anyway. And then obviously the hard drive stuff happened, so that was a bit of a fuck up. But as you can see, we've still got work prints. I've literally got one of the work prints of the businessman playing behind me. So we've still got some footage saved. So we're not dead in the water yet. It does feel like rocks are being thrown at me sometimes when you know, this is kind of like us trying to get back into the swing of things. We've been gone for like 4 years, and even before then, I mean, when we were doing stuff in 2019, it was just me and my dad. It wasn't like a big group of people. I haven't really filmed with a big group of people probably since 2017, when we did Doctor Who Before the Prime. So I'm still working up the courage to kind of get back into the full swing of things and actually start doing like proper stuff. That's why Infiltration is like quite nice for me. It's like my first full step out, because what was nice about The Shape of Things to Come was to edit like a little short film together to show where we were going with our little anthology universe. But all that footage was old footage that we filmed back in the day. So Infiltration is literally the first thing we filmed properly in 4 years, and that's why it's so important for us to get it right. So the work print of that is done. It's been sent out to a select few. I'm waiting for feedback to see how it goes. They may or may not be certain actors that have been in or may be on the screen right now, I'm not saying. But yeah, I'm hoping to get feedback on that, see what's working, see what isn't, and then get the cameos done and release it. So I can't lock in a date, but it's coming. And so is the businessman, because while I thought I'd lost everything when the hard drive went down, and trust me, I think both my parents can, you know, reassure me here, like when that happened, when I came home that day and tried to turn it on and it wasn't working, I was beside myself. I couldn't even talk for about 20 minutes. I was just in proper shock. but thankfully we've got work prints saved of the big films. Doctor Who is stuck in limbo at the moment because there was no proper work prints of the new footage. There's work prints of the old footage from the standard definition days, but the new footage we filmed that was going to be like the flash forward stuff is on the hard drives. Not all hope is lost for the hard drive though. A lot of people have reached out to me, and thank you so much, all of you, for reaching out to me, telling me ways to, and telling me places to take the hard drive to get it fixed. That hasn't happened yet. The hard drive is still in limbo. We're working on it. I've got a couple of people, you know, asking around, see what we can do. But there may be a price to pay for certain things, and, you know, I won't get into all that. But I just wanted to talk to you and give you an update because, you know, we've been a bit AWOL for a couple of weeks. You know, we had the comeback, a load of old footage coming out, all of run release stuff coming out, and then we went dead silent for about a couple of weeks. So I just wanted to give this little update to say, look, we're still here. Hello, look, I'm still here. I'm still alive. I may have had a bit of a mental crisis this week and got a bit but that's my own problem. I get stuck in my own head a lot sometimes, and I always self-doubt myself. So that's why it's nice to get some backup sometimes and have friends to say, keep going on, I want to see what you're doing. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that keep saying that, saying, oh, what's happening with your films, let's see it, I want to see it. So thank you all so much for just, you know, pushing me along to make this stuff. Obviously I wasn't prepared to do this. I'm literally in my pyjamas filming this, so I just wanted to say thank you, everyone. I'm even nervous talking about this. I don't know, I'm just a bit weird with filming at the moment, and that's why I wanted to kind of wrap things up. Like, we've got Infiltration, which sets up the Businessman, but it's sort of part of our epilogue trilogy. So you've got The Shape of Things to Come that pretty much sets everything up. Infiltration is a prequel to both The Shape of Things to Come and The Businessman, if you know how The Businessman starts, which I've shown you before. And then we're going to have one more film. I've discussed this before. It hasn't got a locked in title yet, but it's either going to be called The List or Final Report, or maybe even Final Report The List. And that is going to be our swan song for this little universe in our capable hands, because when it gets to a certain point, there are a couple of more stories we could film on our budget, but it would require either doing a reset after a certain point and recasting, or trying to get back actors. It's a difficult situation, so that's why I want to kind of, you know, have this little kind of cut-off point so you can say goodbye, but also see where we're going. That's what The Shape of Things to Come, Infiltration, The Businessman, and even The Object Legacy, which is our big end point, does. It's a nice goodbye, but it's also a little link into the future of where this universe is going and the trajectory, because this first saga is very, you know, I can't describe, it's very mentally, you know, it gets in your head and you're not really sure what's going on, whereas later down the line, you know, it starts off more like a supernatural thriller with, you know, cosmic horror in a bit, but we're going more into action as the universe grows on, so it'll be more action, horror and stuff like that. And I'm just rambling on now. I should probably let you go because I'm looking at the timer and I've been talking for about 9 minutes already. So again, this was just supposed to be a short little update, just to say we're alive, we're still going, we're having mental crises, but we're still going, because, you know, never give up, never surrender, as a certain film once said by a certain actor. Galaxy Quest. So Again, I can't say it more than enough. Thank you everyone so much for supporting me where you can, and I love you all. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to say thank you. We're still alive, we're still kicking, we're still going, even with the hurdles. And I've said goodbye about 4 times, so this time I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We're still going, and goodbye. Love you. See you soon for something. Right, cheerio.